Good morning, my Millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is for you to be the vision that you see. Being the vision that you see. You must realize, people, that your life the way it is right now is because of the way you see yourself and the vision that you have. Now, unfortunately, people, is that most people's vision is their present. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. All they can see is their current circumstances, their lack, their limitations, their struggles. And unfortunately, that consumes most people. And that's why 95% of this world life never changed. And I'm looking to change that, people. And I want to explore how you become, or be, I should say, not become, because that means I'm talking about being, choosing to be the vision of the things you want in life, people. Like, you create that vision with your amazing mind and you choose to become it, because whatever you focus on is what manifests, people. So that's why I said that people's lives that don't change is because they stay focused on their present circumstances. What I'm encouraging you to do today, people, is to create a vision of what you like your life to be. And here's an easy way to do that, people, is that anything that you currently experiencing that you're complaining about or don't want to do, then change it, because you have the power to change it. I'll give you a quick example, man. Like, working on the weekends on Saturday at my shop. I realized that it takes away valuable time, precious time with my family. And I decided that instead of going to work on Saturdays at my shop, I'd much rather do something with my family. Like today, we decided we're going to a waterfall. My point is, people, is that, you don't have, the time you have is extremely precious, man. And it's like, once you realize, again, you have to know what's most valuable to you. For me personally, it's health, fitness, my family. It's right. It's all in the mix, And it's like, you have to make changes for the things that's in your life that you don't want more of. Then all you have to do is just decide to change it and make the change. That's you creating that, people. You create that opportunity. You create that space. I just gave you the example about no longer working on the weekends. My point is, people, is that in order to have an amazing life, man, is that you have to create it. And the way that you create it, people, is first and foremost is, yes, you must have a vision, man, of what it is long term. My suggestion is challenge yourself to see 5 to 10 years down the road or longer. But you must have a vision of where you would like your life to be. I don't want you to plan just the next move, you know what I mean? Because then you're not really heading in any specific direction. That's why it's important, people, for you to must have vision of where it is that you would like to go in life. Where would you like your life to be 10 years or 5 years from now? And see if that becomes your guide, where you figure out what that looks like. Like, where do you live? What are you doing? And, how are you contributing to society? How are you making a difference in other people's lives? These are all things, people, that need to be included in your vision, because if it's not included, then you're not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, whatever you focus on, whatever you think about is what is manifested in your life. And, it's like the way people, that there's a lot of room for growth and changes is that most people, at the end of the day, there's a lot of things in their lives that they're not happy with. Maybe it's the relationship they have. It's not fulfilling. Then the question you got to ask yourself is, how do I create a fulfilling relationship? with your significant other or other people. You have to explore what that looks like, because again, people, remember how your mind works. First of all, we see and think in pictures. So the more you can challenge yourself to create a beautiful picture of the beautiful life that you want, the easier it is for you to do it and manifest it. So I want you to challenge yourself to look over your life, man, and find all the areas that you have complaints about, things that you would like to change, and then imagine what that change would look like if you did make that change, and get busy doing that, people. It's like the work that really changed your life, man, is not just talking about what it is that you want to do, but being very intentional about doing the vision or doing the things that you see in your mind that you have agreed and decided that you would like to see. You have to make bold choices, people. No matter how it look in the immediate, you make those choices. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just really want you to explore that, man, because I really want you to create your amazing life, and I want you to realize that you have the power to do this, people. And the beautiful thing about life, man, is like, again, it doesn't matter where you start. All that matters is consistency, people. I've shared with you plenty of times before about create systems in your life that will help you fulfill on the things you want. If it's self-development, what are you doing in that regard? You know what I'm saying? Which should always be a plan and a goal for that, because you should never ever stop learning things. So it's like, what is your plan for that? Maybe you're reading a book, maybe you're watching videos that educate you, maybe you do Headway like I do every single day. The app that allow you to read 1 or plus books in like 15 minutes. My point that I'm trying to get at, people, is, if you ask me, do a combination of all three. And the best knowledge there is challenge yourself to make sense of things, man. That's your God-given ability, which we call common sense. Is for you to make sense of the things that you see, that you hear, that you're experiencing, people. It's like, that is how you create the amazing life you want, is because you use your beautiful mind to make sense of the things, people, that you want to see, and look over your life and see what you want to change and what do you want to change it into, people, and then focus on the changes that you want to see and get busy doing that, because I know from experience that when you do that, people, nothing but greatness can come from that, because you're watching your life transform right in front of you, man. As you develop the habits and the consistency of doing the things that are necessary to fulfill on those things. People, that is indeed the message, man. I just want you to get busy creating visions of what you want and get busy taking action every single day, because without action, people, nothing changes. Don't kid yourself. Talking about stuff or thinking about it only does not materialize. You have to be intentional to make sure that you're doing the things that are necessary, people, taking the action that is to manifest the amazing and beautiful life that you want, people. With that being said, people, my declaration over your life, number 1, is that you are a millionaire. Number 2 is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number 3, people, you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that you will heed this message and really get busy creating visions of the life you want. And more important than that, people, is that once you create this vision, I want you to get busy applying yourself, taking actions that will materialize the vision you see. Let's get busy accomplishing our goals, people. Y'all have an amazing day, and we'll talk tomorrow.